I'm Bkfc athlete Paige Dancer, and you're watching Cage Side with Christopher James.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell is Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on because we got some good stuff.
Thor produces. There you go, baby.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good evening. Welcome to Cage Side, Christopher James. It is Thursday night, man. Welcome to the SHIT. That don't spell shit. It just means so happy it's Thursday. Happy to have you on board with us this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are watching the show. Don't forget to show a little love to my sponsor, Just Heart Apparel and Just Heart Apparel East Coast, and a sponsor that I'm trying to ascertain. These guys right here, Liquid Death Mountain Water. I tell you, man, when somebody said to me, water in a can, I was like, nah, water in a can, that's going to be fucked up, man. But this shit is absolutely the crispest, most freshest water I've ever drank in my entire life. I love it on their thing. It says their logo is Murder Your Thirst. And that's dope. So we're going to crack one open. Take a little swig. My thirst has just been killed. It's just been murdered. But anyway, thanks for coming in today, guys. We appreciate it. Like I said, we've got a good show for you tonight, man. I got a guy on coming up here in just a moment that I love to talk to. He's a great fighter. You know, he made his mark in MMA. He made his mark in bare knuckle now. He is undefeated as a bare knuckle fighter, including taking out names like Chris Lieben and former UFC title challenger, interim title champion, I believe, if I'm correct. But I could be wrong. But either way, he definitely fought for the title, Johnny Hendricks. And he's got a big fight coming up against Mike Richmond here at Bkfc 21. And they are the main event. And I would just say this to you guys. There's, a lot of guys that deserve a main event slot here and there. This guy absolutely 100% deserves to be in the main event because he puts on a show, man. He comes in, he goes to work, he don't fuck around. You don't hear about him getting in trouble, doing stupid shit. He just, he shows up and he fights. He trains hard. He trains out there, I believe, with James Krause and Derek Minner and all the guys out there in Kansas City. And those guys are killing it. James Krause is definitely becoming, in my mind, the new version of the Militech fighting system. Krause is doing so much for his fighters. Getting them ready to fight. Preparing them for life, though, as well, outside of fighting. He's teaching a lot of these guys how to deal with their finances, how to become financially stable. And, you couldn't ask for more than that in a coach. Plus, he's also showing these guys how to kick ass and be consistent. So there's all kinds of good stuff. And this man is blessed to be with those guys. And we are blessed to have him on the show tonight. And we're going to bring him in right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in my man, Dakota Cochrane, joining us on Cage Side with Christopher James tonight. Here we go. What's up, DC?
How's it going?
Oh, same shit, smaller shovel. So it seems like we're on a little bit of a delay with you. So that's okay, though. It takes a second for you to answer. I'm all good with that. First of all, I would like to know, how are you doing? Not about the fight. Not about the training, just how are you, Dakota Cochrane, the man himself, doing, as far as family, friends, and just getting through your day-to-day?
We're busy, super busy. I have obviously I have a deck business, so it's go time. In summer you go all summer, so it's super busy. Family's good. We had baseball, we were real busy with that for a long time, and softball, and then now we had a break for a month. Now we're into football, so now football is going, and my daughter, she's rides horses, and so she's doing the barrel racing, so that's we're busy with that. So yeah, we're always busy doing something.
Does it make you happy that you're that busy with your family, your kids, doing sports, and your daughter doing the horseback riding thing and the horse training, because so many guys get so consumed by their fighting career that and I know they all love their families, but some guys get so consumed that sometimes they don't have time to do those things with the family. And I'm listening to you talk about it, and as you're talking about it, I look at your eyes, and your eyes are smiling. So I'm assuming that this gives you more joy than fighting. Although punching a guy in the face and getting paid is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely like punching people in the face and getting paid. So, but no, like obviously you can't fight forever, and you gotta raise your kids, and so it's fun to see them active and doing stuff that they love, and it's fun being part of it.
Do any of your kids look at what you do and go, Daddy, I want to do that?
Yeah, my middle boy, he's starting to get more and more interested in MMA, and he's a good wrestler. As I think I had him on the show with me at one point, but yeah, he's starting to learn or wanting to learn a little bit more boxing, kicking, all that stuff. So he's getting a little more interested.
How old is he?
He's 11 now.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to start managing fighters. I already have one that I actually started working, and that's not a joke. I'm going to start managing fighters here at some point. I don't know what agency I'm going to affiliate with. I might just do my own thing, but
Yeah.
I've already got one, and he's a former UFC fighter, and he came to me wanting my help. So I'm going to help him out the best I can. He's going to become the bare knuckle. It looks like I'm working out, some of the details right now. So I'm going to start scouting talent early. So if your son's 11, you and I need to sit down, have a conversation, send me some footage, let me check out the film, make sure that he is worthy of my time.
Yeah. No, he's definitely green right now. We'll say that, but he's got a work ethic like no one else. So that's something. He's got something on this.
What would you do if your daughter came up to you and said, Dad, I want to be a fighter? Would that, I know you're going to support your kids and whatever, but would that one go, no, not my little girl?
I would say we got a lot of work to do before, I would not let her fight until she was well prepared. So yeah, we'd have a lot of work to do.
So with that being said, what do you think of a guy like Frank Mir, whose daughter Bella debuted as a pro with Icon Fighting earlier this year or late last year? I'm not even sure when it was. I'm pretty sure it was earlier this year. And I believe she's a black belt or a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. She made her pro debut at 17. Obviously, training, and working with your dad, Frank Mir, who's a BJJ legend, and he can throw some freaking hands. You're confident because you, like Frank, what you can bring to your child's career because you've been in the wars, and you've done this. So do you think that's too young, or do you think for a girl like Bella, who's been doing this for so freaking long, jiu-jitsu and training with her dad, that 17 is the right time if she's got the skill set? Or do you think there needs to be a little more maturity mentally for a child that's coming in? Because we see some kids come into the UFC and stuff like that, really young, and I'm just wondering if that it's the right time, age-wise. You know what I'm saying? You might have skill, but mentally you're not necessarily caught up with your physical. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would say physically, girls mature quicker than males, so she might be ready to go physically. Mentally, no one knows that except for her. So that she might be one of the strongest mental giants you've ever seen. You just never know. So I don't think anyone's going to tell you that you're mentally ready other than yourself. So yeah, it's tough to say. If she's put in the work and she's put in the hours, and if she's ready and she's got the skill level, let her.
Bring it on, right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, your audio is starting to get all muddy, would it be too much trouble for me to ask for you to click out and click all the way out, and then maybe restart your phone real quick and then come back on? I know it'll take a minute or two to do that, but sometimes when the audio goes bad on my guest end, usually they just need a restart on their phone for whatever reason. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure everybody hears you clearly. That's why I ask, because I mean I can decipher it, but I don't know how the people out watching are, and I want to make sure they hear everything Mr. Cochrane has to say. All right,
Yep.
guys. So
No,
Dakota's going to click out, and he's going to click right back in, and then we'll finish up this conversation. Go ahead and click out, dude. You can just jump out, and we'll see you back here in just a minute. So interesting stuff. Like we were talking about, Frank Mir and his daughter Bella. And of course Dakota's daughter is much younger. But being an MMA fighter or a bare knuckle fighter, and having your kids come to training and learn with you, and then they come to you and say, "Mom or Dad," because it could be either one. I want to do what you do. How confident are you as the parent who's a professional fighter in your child's ability, and how much do you really maybe not want? A lot of parents want the kids to follow in their footsteps: doctors, lawyers, this, that, engineers. What's up, Jeff Lott? What's up, Forrest? What's up, Tulip? But how confident are you? Is it something where you don't want your kids to follow in your footsteps because this business is brutal? So just something for you guys to think about. And since Dakota's a parent, and like he said, his one son is wanting to get in there and beat people up. So it's an interesting thing. That a professional fighter goes through as a parent. When their children want to become professional fighters. Look at AJ McKee. He's undefeated at Bellator. He's now a champion. And of course, his father, and I also think it's a little different with boys. Unless, boys, their dad is a fighter. But I'm wondering if boys have a mom as a fighter, and they want to follow. How does mom feel? Mom feels, all right, well, it's a boy, it's okay. Or, I don't want my little baby. So it's all. I'm gonna have to get one of our lady fighters on here that has sons and see what they say about it. But we'll get into that another day. But I just wanted to ask Dakota because it popped up in my brain as we were talking. So welcome back, Dakota.
appreciate it. Is that a little bit better?
Oh, that's so much better.
Good deal.
And it's like we're even more closely timed. Like there's not a delay after I ask you a question. So Shazam.
Good deal.
All right. So so you have a fight coming up. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot to do this, man. I always forget to put these things on. I go through all the trouble to type these, rolling banners on, and then I forget to fucking put them on. So now it's on. So anyway, so you got a fight coming up September 10th in Nebraska, kind of close to the where you train out in Kansas, and closer than being out here in Florida anyway.
Yeah.
You're taking on Mike Richmond, main event. So before we get into the fight itself, tell us how this fight came about, because it's been a minute since we've seen you, and for a guy like you who's 3-0, we don't want to wait around to see you. So what took so long for us to get you here? Were you injured, or was Bkfc not able to put a fight together for you? Give me some details, bro. I need the 411.
I'm never injured.
That's what the cool kids said 10 years ago. I need the 411. I don't even know what the cool kids say today. So just talk to me.
I'm never injured, Chris. I'm always ready to go. It don't matter. No, we've been working on this Omaha deal, trying to get Omaha set up and ready, in Nebraska, for bare knuckle to come to Nebraska. So I think we were trying to wait for that, and then it got pushed back for a while. So I think they were just waiting to put me on this Omaha card. But the fight came along pretty easy. They gave me two choices. It was either Richmond or oh my gosh, Julian Lane.
Julian, dude, both of those fights would have been outstanding. I can't even lie. Mike Richmond's going to be a fun fight, but when you just said Julian Lane's name, I'm going to be honest, the hair on my arm stood up. Excuse me, because you and Julian are probably the closest to a carbon copy of how each of you come in there to fight in a bare knuckle fight. MMA is a little different, but in bare knuckle, you guys both come in hard and ready. You know what you're doing. You're willing to absorb one to land one, sometimes to absorb two to land two. And to me, that fight just says,
yeah. No, I think it's a great fight too, but he's also one of my friends, so that's why I went with the other fight, with the other option, is because I'll try to avoid fighting, my friends until I possibly can. So
Because
that's
there's probably going to be a point where you and Julian are going to have to step into that ring and dance.
yeah.
You said he's a friend. Have you guys ever discussed that? Like, sat down and go, dude, we might have to fuck each other up.
I mean, we fought MMA, so
Mm-hmm.
we've already fought each other.
I know,
So
but that's so different than this. It really
yeah,
is. So it's
yeah,
like, you're both still trying to beat each other up, and but you have so much more that you can use. Now this is just you and him going, all right, motherfucker, we boys. This would be a fight like I could see in the backyard. You guys are fucking on a 4th of July or Labor Day weekend. You guys fucking, cheer your beer and then fucking just smack each other around for a little while. And that's what would make it fun because you guys know, all right, man, we've always talked about this time. Who's going to get it, So
yeah.
I am excited about it. By the way, I just want to give you a little shout out from Zion Tomlinson Sr. He goes, Cochrane's looking huge. What's up, Z? Good to see you on board, brother. Glad that you are back and ready to get back in the cage sooner, or in the ring sooner rather than later, man. My heart feels happy for that. We'll have to get you on the show to talk about all that. But so
Yeah,
you and
that.
Julian, yeah. So they gave you the choice. You picked Richmond because you don't want to have to fight your friend now.
Correct.
So what excites you about fighting Mike Richmond?
It's someone I get a punch. I don't know. It's nothing really is outstanding that I was like, oh, I want to fight that dude. It was the other option, so I took it, and I really didn't know anything about him. I think who's his last fight? That's
Oh, I don't have it in front of me. Hold on, I'll get it for you. You sit
Yeah.
here and think. We'll see if you can think of it before I can fucking bring it up. How's that? It's a contest. Here we go.
is it? I want to say
Google
Marcus
be faster than
Bowden.
Cochrane.
But anywho, he looked really good in his last fight. So I know it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a hell of a challenge. He looked really calm, really smooth.
All right, his
So
last
super
fight.
confident.
His last fight took place at Bkfc 17, and he took on Marcel Stamps. He won the fight because Marcel had a shoulder injury. Had to, I guess they stopped the fight. Before that, he had a no contest.
Marcel gave up. He wasn't hurt. I watched that fight.
But before that fight with Marcel, Richmond had 3 losses at MMA against Jeff Peterson, Lazar Stojanovic, and Eduardo Dantes. So, he's coming in with the win. But again, it's kind of one of those weird things. Zion, who's 2-0-1? Zion's giving me fight. Zion's going to be my stats guy for this night. All right, Zion, that's your job tonight. You give me the stats when we start mentioning people, and we'll just call you the Z-Man Stats. We're going to get a new segment on the show for Z-Man, the Z-Man Stat Man. So he's coming off, a bunch of losses. And he's 2-0. Where's he 2-0? He's got Marcel Stamps, and he's got the no contest against Lamas at BBK. I didn't see any other bare knuckle fights on there, so I have him as 1-0 and 1. But either way, whatever, it's close enough. It's not like it's a big. It's not like we're saying he's 1-0 and you're telling me he's 22-0. I mean, it's close. It's 1-0. It's 2-0. Sometimes these stat makers, record keepers don't update or get the right information. But anyway, so Richmond, he got the win against Stamps. You said Stamps quit. But Richmond was definitely winning that fight. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he was looking good.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go to BoxRec and check it after. Or you could post it as a picture, I guess. I don't know if the picture will show up on the show. But anyway, if you could post on the picture in your comments, Z, that would be great. So I guess he's 2-0 and 1 at bare knuckle. You're 3-0 at bare knuckle. Again, and you've got big wins against big names. I mean, Chris Levin, you beat him up. Johnny Hendricks before he came to BKFC. 2, I mean, big names. UFC, these guys will both get in the Hall of Fame, which is, nuts. And here's DC, my man DC. There's DC Cormier, there's DC Cruz, and there's DC Cochrane. So we got 3 DCs. So we're just going to call you DC3. Yeah. Only because the other guys, started using DC as their moniker before, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so, you're 3-0. I'm looking to go 4-0, obviously. And again, big wins against big names. Richmond isn't as big of a name, but that doesn't change anything for you, right? I mean, it's still a man standing across trying to knock your head off.
Yeah, I mean, my last opponent wasn't a big name either, so
Right.
yeah, I mean, still a guy trying to punch me in the face, so I'm gonna try to finish him no matter what.
Do you feel that it's like taking steps backwards after you fought such big names to fight guys that don't have as big of a name, or do you not even give a shit because as long as you keep winning, eventually you're going to get to where you want, which is a Bkfc title shot, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So it's I mean, he was in Bellator, and he's
Yeah.
a big name in a way, I guess.
Yeah, no,
So-
I'm not. And for you guys out there who are Richmond fans, I'm not shitting on Richmond. Just the other two names are much bigger and accomplished more than he did. So it's definitely as far as name recognition, it is a step backward from Lieben and Hendricks, and so was Dakota's other opponent. So not their fault. The other guys just did more and got more recognition. So, but they're all badasses in their own different ways. So. I don't want anybody to think I'm crapping on Mike Richmond because I'm not. He's had a very respectful career. He's gotten some good wins, and he's a tough son of a bitch, man. And he's coming in to beat you. He wants to take your own and take your shine because if you get this big win, you're definitely have to be considered in the top couple of people to be getting a title shot in your fifth fight. And that's legitimate. So he definitely wants to take that from you. He wants to, take your spot, but like you said, it doesn't matter the big name. It only matters that whoever's standing there has got to be ready to take the smoke from Dakota.
Yes, sir. It doesn't matter. It's just a face and just a body. You got to punch it.
Yep. See, and look, here he is right here. Zion, and I like that Zion just commented this because I know he wants that title shot so badly. He wants to be the youngest champion in BKFC history. But he said if basically you beat Richmond, you have to be next for Thiago Alves. And I think he's 100% right, dude. I mean, that's the champ. And I don't think anybody could deny you if you take out Richmond. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that should be next for you, or do you feel like you probably have to get one more to get that title shot? What's your thoughts on it?
I feel like I should have been for that title shot earlier. So, but that's my opinion, and that was a lot of other people's opinion too. But it is what it is. So I'll beat this next guy, and hopefully everything goes well, and then I should be in line for the title.
Yeah, and you said, you thought you should have been in the title fight instead of Alves and possibly Uli. But you've been around this game long enough. You're a professional. You understand that this promotion is trying to grow. So putting a guy like Thiago Alves, another big UFC name that came over, putting him in a title fight, and him winning, gives credibility to the organization, and it makes that title worth more to a guy like you. Here's Zai. He goes, "Yep, you get Alves next," and then he goes, "Then I'll be coming." I love that kid. He's
good.
Always giggling for a fight with everybody.
Eye on the prize.
He's an eye on the prize, man, and he's young, so I mean, it's good that he's focused like that. But so even understanding that, were you still, I don't know, were you mad about the way it went down, or were you insulted? And I'm not asking you to say something that might upset the boss who may be watching, or Nate Shook, who the matchmaker is. But if you are upset about it, and you are, and I'm pretty sure that these guys, as long as you're respectful, you can voice your opinion to those guys. That they get it, they know, But so were you mad, even though you understand the business and politics of it? Because you're like, I don't care about all this shit. I should be a title champ. I should be the title fight, Or do you go, you know what? Let them do their thing. I'll just get a shot next. And, I mean, if I'm you, when that fight got booked, I'm hoping for the win for Alves. Because again, me beating Alves when he's the champ means more than meeting Uli Diaz, who's, again, no disrespect to Uli, fastest knockout in combat sports history, legitimate fighter. But the name that goes with Alves is bigger than the name that goes with Diaz. So for you and guys like Z, and I said this to him a couple times because he got mad, and I was like, it gives him more credibility to the belt. So what and standard Zion comment, hashtag Uli's a bum. That's his favorite one. He's probably tweeted or posted that like 10,000 times. But anyway, so with you, did you have some sore feelings about it? And even though you understood it, and understand that now it means more for you to be in the title fight against Alves versus anybody else before him.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a little slighted, but I'm a realist and I understand that it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the audience wants, and obviously the matchmaker and the president. So it is what it is, and we'll just keep knocking them down.
Yeah, I mean, because there's also some guys and girls on the roster that are mad that Paige Van Zandt gets this big spotlight, but Paige Van Zandt, brings a lot of eyes with her, man. So if you're on a card where she's headlining or co-headlining, more people are going to see you, and I can't see that as a bad thing. Yes, they paid her a lot of freaking money, and if she fulfills her contract and goes all the way, she's going to make like $3 or $4 million total. And I don't hate on her for fucking putting a deal together like that. And her manager Malky at a first round management is a whiz, and he definitely got a contract for her that favored her, no doubt about it. But both sides are benefiting. When your app does a 400,000 downloads the day of the fight, when Paige Van Zandt and Rachel are the main event, and you're the number 4 most downloaded app on the planet that day, all right, that says something. She's delivering the eyes. She's got to deliver a win in the next fight. There's no doubt about it. Otherwise, it's not going to be pretty for everybody. But, businessman-wise, the businessman of Dakota Cochrane has to understand that, these things are going to happen. And again, I'm cool with it. Maybe I wouldn't be as cool with it if I was in your position, but I think I would just look at it logically as I stated, all right, if I beat, let's say they booked you and Zion in a title fight before they had this other title fight. Much respect to both of you bang, both of you like to bring it hard, and you'll be a champion, your belt is legit. But if either of you fought Alves and won the belt, your belt has more credibility attached to it because of the name of Alves, and it elevates your star status. So I just have to look at the big picture down the road rather than be short-sighted, even though I felt slighted. I tried to make a rhyme there from you said slighted. I said, whatever, man. So what have you been up to? I mean, you do look kind of fucking thick, bro. You're looking a little big. You're looking like fucking, you've been really putting the time in your training to, grow muscle. Because I'm not worried about you making weight. Because you're a smart guy and you're with Krause and all those guys down there. And, I don't think any of you guys ever fail making the scale, Oh, I made another rhyme there. I'm 2 for 2. All right, good.
No, I've never missed weight, but no, I trained. Whenever I'm out with the UFC with Derek, I train with Krause, but I don't go down to Kansas City. I still train out of Premier here in combat in Omaha.
I thought you were doing more of your training over there with those guys. See that? Yeah, I'm so stupid, man.
No, it's all right. He Krause beats.
So, September 21st, it's you in Richmond. I know the title shot is what you want next. What if they don't offer you a title shot if you get the win and they don't offer you a title shot next? They tell you got to win another one. You're pretty chill and you're pretty laid back, but will you be a little more stern in your response saying, come on, guys? Or are you just going to be like, all right, man, I'll take one more,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends how this fight goes. If I finish him in a dramatic fashion, then there should be no question.
Yeah.
But if
So I
I
think if they did
win
it again,
barely,
no, no matter how you win, I don't think there's a question. I mean, you're undefeated there. I mean, and I could tell by the look on your face and in your eyes again, if they pulled that again, you'd be a little more than slighted. I think you'd be pissed, and rightfully so.
yeah,
Then you have to present your case properly. Obviously, you can't go be disrespectful to the boss and tell them this, that, and the other thing, because they're going to go on with or without Dakota Cochrane, and you'd rather it be with Dakota Cochrane, but that's the power they. Doesn't that suck? Like in the NFL and all these sports, they sign guaranteed contracts that guarantee, that the owner or the team can cut you whenever you want and you're fucked, but you can't just quit, like, and go play for somebody else. Like, advantage owner, advantage promoter, because you can't just, I don't know what your contract is, how many fights are on it, but just in general, being an athlete, it's just gotta fucking suck, man. The boss can do whatever he wants to you. He could fire you for
yeah,
whatever fucking reason, right? And you in the real world, in a regular job, if you work at a bar, you get fired from the bar, you go down to the bar next street, fucking go get a job. You're good, whether you're a car salesman, a doctor, a lawyer, you can always go get another job. But if you're a professional athlete and you have a contract, you can get fired. And technically, you can't just go fucking get another job with the team, in the next city over, because that's not how it works. You
yeah.
can't go take a fight with another promotion, because that's not how it works. They own your rights. I just got pissed about that, man. Now it makes me want to. Now I want to cut somebody. Who's it going to be? No. You know me, dude. I'm a little goofy and crazy. So, question from the crowd. Um,
Okay.
what kind of music do you listen to?
Uh,
What's your favorite genre?
Probably country. I listen to a lot of country. So,
Now, country?
yeah,
I love country music, dude. I'm a kid from New York, man, but I grew into country music living down here in Florida. I love country music. It's my favorite genre, and it's only a little bit above just good rock music, man. I fucking love
yeah,
good rock music, man. Don't get enough of that, man. We get more of this hip hop crap. And don't get me wrong, all hip hop isn't crap, but the stuff that comes out today, most of it's just garbage. Mumble rap and what the fuck, man? Fucking back in the day, that's right, I'm old. So back in the day, motherfuckers, that's when fucking hip hop and rap was real and meant something. There's a few guys out there that can do it all right today, but most of them don't. Some fucking producer hears some catchy gimmick in some kid song, they blow it up, and then they fucking, they disappear. Guy makes all the money, the artist makes a little bit of money, blah. So, but I like country music. And Forrest, he doesn't have to sing tonight. He's already been on the show, and he's already sung on the show.
yeah, yeah. And I'm
I think
terrible.
I think I think Dakota would rather get punched in the face by fucking Francis Ngannou than have to sing on my show again.
Yeah, I fucking hate singing. I'm not good.
Uh, uh, See, well, Forrest agrees country is great. Z said mumble rappers put hip hop and rap a bad name. That's true. They really have. It's um, he was trying to see. Forrest was trying to get me to get you to sing again. He tried to backdoor that. What kind of music do you like? Oh, would you sing us a song? I see what he did there. Well. Nice shot there, Forrest, but not happening. He already did it, bro. Go back and find the episode. You'll see he sang a pretty good song too, dude. Fucking, he had a band with him and everything.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the growth of BKFC now as they continue to elevate? Again, bringing in some big names and spending the money. It takes money to make money, but they really created a buzz around bare knuckle fighting. That a lot of people didn't think was going to happen, and here you are basically on the ground floor with these guys. You're growing with them, and even though you had a career outside of bare knuckle before. This is a chance for you to really, really, truly become a big star in the world of combat sports. Because there's not as many people doing it. You're undefeated, versus going to MMA and becoming just a small fish in the huge UFC pond or, something like that, unless you're getting the push, it doesn't mean nothing. But here you can truly become the star that you are.
Yeah, there's several UFC people on the roster right now that I beat, so it's
Yep.
that's fine with me. I'll keep rising in this sport. And bare knuckle, I think Bkfc they're doing a lot of good things. They're doing a lot of good things. So I think probably the smartest thing they've done is create the app. Where they get continuous revenue. That's super smart, and it's great for a lot of people who can't make the live events, and they still can get some revenue from those people. So it's
Yep.
yeah, that's super smart, and yeah, I'm happy to be on the ground level, but also I would, it would be nice to be paid a little bit more, like in the later years whenever they do get super established. But I'm okay with where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And you mentioned the app, and that was a brilliant idea by them, no doubt about it. They were going to be on DAZN, and I'm glad they went this way instead, because again, when you get 400,000 downloads of your app, and the first day cost is $14 because they did all the administrative and sign up fees and all that stuff, and then after that, it's $4.99 a month or something like that. So where is my calculator? So let's just do some math here. Because now I got to know. So calculator, where's my calculator? There it is. So $14 times 400,000. If all those people actually buy the app that day, that's $5.6 million in revenue generated. And if they keep the app, those 400,000 people, and this is just that day. So if those 400,000 people keep the app, 400,000 times $4 is $1.6 million, and then you multiply that times 12. That's $19 million in revenue. Now their cost and everything, but that's profit right there. That's how they're able to pay these people fucking some good money. And now that I threw those numbers out there, any BKFC fighter listening going, all right, I need more fucking money, man. You're making fucking all this money. Sorry, David, I didn't mean to throw the numbers out there. But you guys, none of you guys are dumb, man. You could have done just what I just did, and that's rough. It's not actual numbers. We're just making boom. But so they are generating revenue, which in turn they're spending a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's just the right way to do it. The right investment to make this thing be here. So people are going to talk about the top combat sport promotions in the world, and it'll be the UFC, and then it'll be whichever WBA for boxing or WBO, and then bare knuckle. It's going to be BKFC. And all the other promotions that come behind them will be like Bellator, to the UFC. Not really much of a threat. You know what I mean? There's BYB down in South Florida. They're doing some stuff, and there's a couple other ones that are popping up. And I know there's some overseas, but none of them have hit the ground and really captured the audience the way BKFC has. So, I'm totally digging. I've been on board since the second event, and when these events are on, you can't drag me away. If I'm not in the arena watching and covering it, I'm at home watching and covering it, and you can't drag me away from the monitor. I'm like, you can't get up to go pee during a BKFC event because somebody's going to get knocked out while you're in the bathroom. So you're there for 4 hours. Bring a big cup and pee in the cup if you have to. Don't get up. You're going to miss something. And that's the best part about this. And that's why you're doing so well, because you're the guy that comes in to bring the heat. I'm not here getting paid by the hour. So I'm going to come in there and do as much work as I can, quickly, efficiently, and effectively, and then go hang out with my friends after and enjoy my victory. And that's what makes you so important in my mind to the company, because they need guys like you that are going to be, as David Feldman said, you're going to stand there and toe the line. We're going to put you on the line right in the ring, and come the 21st, if Richmond stands with his toes on the line and doesn't move, Dakota's going to stand right on that line and not move, and they're just going to swing for the fences. And that's what they, I don't think we've actually seen a fight just stay right there in that circle. And I know the day it happens, David Feldman is going to fucking probably, bust one in his pants, because he's talked about, he goes, I just want two guys to stand right there on those lines, fucking boom, and just beat the shit out of each other. that's the purest form of combat, and that's what I'm trying to present. So he wants to see that. So whoever does that, the first two guys that just stand there for one full round or two full rounds, however long it takes to knock the other fucker out. I'm telling you, David Feldman's going to pack your fucking bonus envelope fat. So all you guys watching, I'm just telling you, man, bring that to David Feldman, and you'll have a career for life. You'll probably get title shots in every division. You'll probably get a limousine service to the show. I'm just saying, man, and I'll buy you ice cream if you do it, because I'm not David Feldman. I don't have that kind of money, but I'll buy you any kind of ice cream you want after the fight. So I want to ask you one more thing about one fighter on the thing, and I'm going to let you go because I don't want to keep you too long. I know you've been busy training. You're probably going to do some more. So Bobo O'Bannon, fun, super dude, heavyweight. All these memes have come out about him because in the last fight, they caught him on video skipping. What do you think of him? Because Eric Cole from my MMA News, when I put up all the memes that I've seen, Eric Cole goes, why are they not promoting this guy as like one of the faces of the organization? He's fan friendly, he's fun. Every fight he brings it, he gets cut up and he just comes back. And plus the story of his wife, who's got all these very serious diseases, and she spends a lot of time in the hospital. I mean, it's truly an American story, like the big brawler and the little beauty girl, and they're just getting through life, however they can. And he's 4-2. I mean, it's not like he's getting beat up. He's 4-2. He's beating a couple of big names, and he's capturing the world. I mean, it's fucking crazy. What do you think of a guy like Bobo, who he's a big country boy, goofy country boy who can punch you in the face and take one right back?
Yeah, he looked really good in his last fight. And from what I know, he's a super nice guy. He was really nice to me. I think we fought on the same card, and we chatted a little bit. And he told me he liked to come out in crazy socks and fight in crazy socks. So I actually told my wife this last fight he was in. I was like, hey, babe, check out his socks. I was a little disappointed because he didn't come out in different socks than his previous fight, but he still had crazy socks on, so I guess that was something.
I think those are his lucky socks, and that's why he wears them. But maybe that should be a thing, crazier socks every time he fights. And then, one night we should get all the fighters on the card to wear crazy socks in honor of Bobo O'Bannon, just to, say, thanks for being Bobo. Dude, you know what you need to do? You need to because you can make custom socks now, right? You should get you some custom socks with Bobo's face on them and wear them in your next That would be so fucking awesome. Oh, man, I love it. Well, listen, brother, thanks for taking the time, man. I'm happy to see you being successful and really enjoying this ride that you're going on with Bkfc. Also love to hear that your family's doing good and that, you got one of them's going to be a fighter, I guess, and then you got the other two, they're going to try to live normal lives. Luckily, you can take care of the fight game world for the one, and, mom will have to tell the other two what the normal world is like, because you don't know. You don't have a normal life. You don't have a normal job. But I know you do have as normal of a life as you possibly can when it comes to your family. And I'm just glad that you're enjoying that, dude, and that you make sure you take the time because fighting isn't just a job. It's really a lifestyle, and it can consume your whole day and night and, take away time. So, the fact that you're making time and you're getting to see the kids play sports and, like I said, your daughter doing the horse riding thing, that right there is cool. Anything with a horse is fucking dope, so.
It's expensive.
and here's another Bkfc fighter, Kenmon Evans, popping up. He just wanted to say he hope you win because someone got to go. Because I guess Richmond's undefeated as well. But you got, other fighters on the roster pulling for you, which is dope, man. Kenmon, the king. They call him the king. And he's a big, tough man. And he's got, good range, long power. All the guys that are in your weight class are right near you. Got some fucking killers around you, bro. And I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Who's getting what, where, when, titles, title shots, contender fights. It's just going to get bigger, dude. And I just get so excited. And I'm happy that guys like you get to be part of it, man. You're definitely a worthy gladiator, and you deserve the spot you're in because you earned it. Obviously, it wasn't just given to you. You had to go in there and fight for it. That's
Thank you.
what you do. But you've cemented yourself in my eyes as the next number one contender once this fight is over. If you get to win, and if this fight were to not be happening, you're the next number one contender. You should get out of it. So I agree wholeheartedly with you there, and I hope that the promotion gives you, that fight as long as you do your job on the 21st. Before I let you go, do you want to give everybody a shout out to team, sponsor, coaches, and if you have a link, for your name, for people to watch on the app, and you know what it is, give that out too, just so people can hear it, because you get credit for that. I think you get paid, the more people buy under your link name. So I have one too. I forget to give it out. I'm stupid.
I don't know either, so.
All right, so we're both stupid. Fuck it. Listen, but do yourself.
How about that?
Make sure you find out what it is, and throw it out there. Every social media post you do from here on out to the fight, because again, if they do it through your link, I mean, you make money. Some of these guys are making decent money from their app link.
Yeah.
So fuck it, that's free money.
Cool. Yep. It's a good idea. Appreciate it. So
sponsors, coaches, all that shit. You want to shout out anybody?
Yeah. I'll just go with my main team is Derek Minners. He's obviously my head coach. Ryan Jensen's been my head coach for a long time. He's in there too. So I've just basically been with those guys my entire career, and we'll ride this until I die.
That's awesome.
But best center, Twin J Transportation, Big Brain, they're a tattoo promotion. I have Dynamic Fastener, have a lot of people. So B&B Roofing, Husker Deck and Patio is my company, so I got to throw that in there. But
of course.
yeah. No, there's a lot of people have been in my corner for a long time, so I appreciate everybody's help, and it's cool to have the respect of the other people in the roster of Bkfc. So I just come in, try to fight, and get paid, look good, get paid.
And what you just said is really something that bears repeating. The respect of the other guys on your roster, and these are guys that might have to fight you one day, and they're pulling for you to win. They show you love because you do it the right way. And I'll be honest with you, to me, that's just as important as being the champion or being in the title shot, because the accolades from your contemporaries are the ones that mean the most. It doesn't matter from the fans or even promoters, because promoters, are business minded. They have their reasons for doing stuff. But the fighter is always going to be real to those that deserve the realness. And the fact that these guys are all, standing up in your corner, that says a lot about who you are. And that's why we all dig you, bro, because of who you are, and the other fighters see it and they know it and they recognize it. And that's awesome. By the way, there's this company out there, if you need sponsors. When I did the Gamebred Fighting Championship, their debut event, I was the ring announcer there, their first show. And there's a company called Sheath. They make underwear. This is their underwear. I mean, they're just one of the colors. And
yeah, white camo is one of my favorite colors too.
Let me get the name on there right. It's like trying to remember which way to turn this. Oh no, it's this way. Son of a bitch. There it is. All right. So what makes these underwear special is, and I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not a compensated person. I wish I was, but I'm not. But I tell the fighters because these guys are into the fighters. And what they did is they told all the fighters, the promoter and the matchmaker, Dean Tool, the matchmaker, told all the fighters there that when you go up for your face-offs and your weigh and stuff, wear the Sheath underwear, take a picture, put your picture out on social media, and tag them in it. Tag them and hashtag them or whatever it was, and they're going to pay you $200 just for taking the picture. So I was like, and these underwear are cool. This is the inside of the underwear. It's got, you see that? Can you see that really good?
Yeah.
It's got a pouch for the cojones, and it's got its own private residence for Mr. Wiener. So there's separation of, Franks and beans get separated there, I guess you would say. And I thought that was going to be weird, and then I tried them on. I got to tell you something, dude. It's pretty fucking dope, man. Even if you're fucking, even when you're training, right? So you wear these like, you're training under your fucking whatever, your gym shorts. The cojones may get a little sweaty, and be whatever. But Mr. Happy up here, the boss man, he kind of stays a little dry and separated. And, I know you know what I'm saying. It's nice, so just, throw it out there. Maybe you reach out to them, say, hey, send me some stuff. I'll do it, because,
appreciate it.
A couple $100, of course. Forrest is going, oh, here we go with the underwear again, because I do this periodically on the show, because there's opportunities for fighters, and I believe in it. If I know of an opportunity, share with the fighters, man. You guys are, why I'm even doing what I'm doing. So, with ring announcing and all that stuff. So I try to, if I know of stuff where you can make some easy money, even if it's a couple $100, $200, that pays for, football pads, a baseball glove, or horse riding lessons. I mean, so that's, good shit. Forrest also said, Dakota, he said, I've been watching this show, meaning my show, for a long time. He goes, you're a great guest and you're easy on the eyes. No homo. He said the same thing about UFC fighter Sasha Palatnikov. And Sasha's a sexy dude. Something about him. Like I even told him, dude, you're too sexy, bro. He's like, oh, well, thank you.
I definitely don't get that a lot, so I'll take it.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, dude, you're a good-looking dude, man. You fucking, you got it all going on, dude. You can fight. You're good-looking, and you can build the deck like nobody's motherfucking business.
Yeah, that I can.
So, since you mentioned your
my
own
wife
company,
is super hot too.
I've seen a picture of your wife. Your wife is gorgeous. There's no doubt about it. So you said your decking company, is one of your sponsors. How does that work? Do you actually take money from that account and put it into your fighting account for training, or do you just say it just to say it because it's your company?
Yeah, no, they haven't paid me yet. I guess I got to have a word with my boss.
You go home and look in the mirror and go, hey, look, you motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
What a dilemma.
Yep.
And then what happens if you don't deliver? Do you have to go to yourself and say, dude, man, I didn't deliver, dude. Sorry about not, returning on the, my ROI wasn't right, I guess,
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What a dilemma you're dealing with. That's worse than having to fight, dude. You got to fucking deal with yourself as your sponsor.
Yeah, I'm an asshole, so I get
it. I love it, man. Well, listen, man. Thank you as always. Anytime you've been on the show, for taking the time, we appreciate you, man. You're definitely one of our favorite guys to talk to, and one of my favorite guys to watch fight. You go out there, like I said, you deliver the goods. And with Bkfc, going out there and looking to knock somebody out. Fucking finish them quick, get in, get out. After party, which for you is like pizza, beer, or something. I'm guessing. You're not the club guy, so. Well, listen, man. You enjoy the rest of your day. And wish you luck on your fight September 21st, guys. This is Dakota Cochrane. He is fighting the main event September 21st to Omaha, Nebraska for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, taking on Mike Richmond. The first time bare knuckle fighting is taking place in the state of Nebraska. And a lot of the reason they're doing that is your boy right there, man, Dakota Cochrane. You heard him. He said it, man. They kind of waited to put him on a card till the Nebraska card came together because it makes sense. So we're going to let him get out of here. Thank you so much, my friend. And like I said, figure out the link to your app link, and then come back to this video post and click it on the comments, so people that are watching can get your link and hopefully make you a little extra money.
Cool, appreciate it. And it's September 10th.
I said September 11th, didn't I? September, because I was reading all down here. Oh no, I said September. What did I say? September 21st. I'm so stupid. It's BKFC.
I think it's BKFC
10th.
21.
September 10th in Omaha, Nebraska. Live on the BKTV app. If you don't have it, get it. Dakota's going to share his link here later so you can, help him make some more money to take care. He's got children. He got responsibilities, so take care of them, Dude, man, be well. God bless you, your family, man, and we'll talk again soon, man. Peace.
Thank you.
Yep. Boys and girls, that is Mr. Dakota Cochrane. What a guy, man. So cool, so easy going, so chill. I hope he does get the fight. I hope he goes out there and gets his win, and he gets his title shot against Thiago Alves. I think it's a perfect opportunity for him and the promotion, to really do something special. And if there's somebody that's deserving of it, it's definitely that young man. But anyway, guys, that's it. Oh, excuse me. We will talk again soon. I think I'm going to have Nico Price on this weekend. I might even go down to see him and do it live from the Nico Price Ranch. Working out some details on that. Excuse me. Woo. Also, I'll be in Fort Lauderdale Saturday for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Tryout. If you're out there and you want to go down and you want to see if this is what you got, man, and you want to be part of this revolution, this evolution in combat sports that's taking over the world, President David Feldman will be in attendance, and I'll be down there with my first client. So we're going to talk about all that, though. I'll do a live shot down there as well. It won't be on this platform through StreamYard. StreamYard Mobile is still, getting there, but it's not powerful enough. So I'll just go Facebook Live on Saturday from the tryouts. Give you guys, little chat with David Feldman, a little State of the Union, if you will, of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. But that's it for tonight, guys. So thank you so much for being part of my life today and allowing me to be part of yours for just a little while. It really, truly does mean the world to me. You guys are held right here in my heart, man, every single day. So thanks for that. And again, don't forget, if you see on the bottom of the screen, give you these 3 events that I'm talking about. You ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. 3 events coming up that are near and dear to my heart. So we have Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 21 on September 10th from Omaha, Nebraska. You catch that live on the BKTV app. September 11th, Gamebird Fighting Championship 2 taking place in Biloxi, Mississippi. Alex Nicholson versus Jack May in the main event. That's going to be a fucking banger. And that will take place, like I said, in Biloxi on September 11th. And that will also air exclusively on the BKTV app. And then September 24th, live in Pensacola, Florida. I'll be there inside the ring announcing the fights. We're going to have some great boxing, some MMA. Supreme Patty is back inside the Island Fights ring. It's Island Fight 69 live exclusively on the Fight TV app. So 3 shows that are coming up, man. You guys definitely want to tune in. I know we got a big UFC this weekend. The Giga Kick, it's back. We might do a preview show Saturday afternoon after I'm done with the tryouts. I'll let you guys know. But until next time, boys and girls, I am Christopher James, and you guys, well, you've been cage side. Good night, everybody.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell's Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on because we got some good stuff.
Throw up the deuces. There you go, baby.